What's up, guys? I just want to talk about the elephant in the room of American society. I am a new Republican, right? I am a new Republican. Donald Trump is the only Republican I've ever voted for. Now, I'm younger, so my first person I ever voted for was Obama because back then, first that's my first time voting, and most everybody knows, man. Most black people we are brought up and told to vote Democrat, but we don't really know why we're voting Democrat. And that's kind of where I laid with all that. But yeah, so being a new Republican, what I realized is, and we'll talk about this in this video, it is, and I had to learn this from people in corporate, co-workers that are conservative. I had to learn the code. And the secret code is this. If you are a Republican, you don't talk about being a Republican in public. It's kind of like Fight Club. You don't ever talk about Fight Club. You don't ever talk about Trump in public. Somehow, even though more people than ever, even though Trump won the popular vote, therefore he is what America wants. He represents America more than the Democrats. The Democrats have some of the most whiny, crying supporters. Like if you work somewhere and let's say you look on somebody's desk and they have pictures of Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, right? They have pictures of Joe Biden. They have pictures of all these presidents. Okay, fine. Republicans don't care. They won't say anything about that. If you have a picture of Donald Trump on your desk, in current society, that may be a way that you leave yourself open for an HR call. A coworker might report you to HR for having the president-elect on your desk. Your coworkers who are Democrats will make your life a living hell being a Republican. If they find out, they will judge you harshly because they have the idea, even though Democrats have done vile things throughout the history, even though Democrats did the worst job I can ever think of the last 4 years. I mean, it has been horrible. And not only did they do that, they tried to cover up that their president candidate was senile. Okay. And also, they chose someone that the Democratic people didn't even choose. They just put somebody about. The Democrats was a disgrace the last 4 years. So even though it's logically okay, that like the logical person would say, I understand why people are voting for Trump or voting for Republicans. Democrats are not thinking like that. They want the narrative to be that if you voted for Trump, you're a racist, sexist, misogynist, and any type of IST you want to say. All right. And it's insane being a first time Republican that this is the life that you have to live as a Republican. Man, I'm telling you, liberals will parade around and talk politics in public, and even at work, they'll talk about whatever they want. But Republicans don't get that grace. So what I'm saying is, it is shocking to see that it's two different. Being a Democrat and a Republican is two different lifestyles, and I have to say, I think that's why Democrats are losing supporters because Democrats are trying to act like they won arguments that they never won. Democrats will not win an argument about a topic and just walk away from the table. That's why you see people, even though Trump won the election, people are leaving X, right? Leaving Twitter because they don't want to be around Republicans who are speaking their mind. The fact that they're going to loosen, right, the ability of these social media companies to censor speech, all Democrats can say is, oh God, they're going to use the N-word. Guys, that's not it's way more. America is way more complex than the 1960s, guys. The N word, come on, man. Like, Republicans have a lot more to say than stuff like that. And I'm black and I can say, like, censoring was one of the biggest problems for Democrats anyway, because it doesn't let you hear how real Americans feel. But that's for another video. That's for another video. The censoring is crazy. They're going to put an end to that. But what I'm seeing is, instead of Democrats debating or winning the argument against Republican or Trump supporters, what they'll do is just say, I'm good, you're bad, I don't want to talk about it. Okay, and that's fine. But then they lose the election and they're like, well, everybody that voted for Trump is bad. But they never had a convincing argument that was better than the Trump supporters. Therefore, the people in the middle saw, okay, this side is walking away from the conversation and acting like they won, and this side is actually addressing the problems that I have. Hey, my groceries are too high. Gas is too high, right? I'm poor. And even though Republicans aren't perfect and they don't have all the answers, they at least are saying, I feel you, and let's talk about it. They don't have this shield up where they're like, well, vote for me or you're a racist. And I feel like that's what I'm noticing with liberals. That playbook has to change, guys. You are losing followers by the day, because people are tired of you lying, saying y'all are more educated, and y'all lying and saying that y'all actually care about all these minority groups, right? Y'all are lying and saying y'all are no better than Republicans, guys. This is two political parties. Who's going to put more money in my pocket will win 60, 70% or more of the people over. We don't care about your cultural issues. We don't care about your tampons in the men's bathroom. And this is something I'm noticing. Like, you got to secretly be a Republican. You got to secretly be a Republican, and you got to do your damage on election day. So Democrats, if you're listening, if you really want to know how they did it, that's how they did it. Your family, co-workers, guys, a lot of them voted for Trump and told you to your face that they don't do politics, or they told you to their face that they was going to vote for Kamala, and they straight lied to you. So